Here's Shaun Elley from Blue Ox Digital, the Shaun Elley. Shaun, great to see you here. Great to see you in person. First time we've met. What's happening in your accounts? What's going good? What's going bad with paid here in 2023?
Yeah, we're just getting ready for Q4. Well, I guess getting ready for is a little bit outdated, but it's the week before Thanksgiving, so little bits of dips here, but I'm expecting good things in the next week or so, and then heading into the December push.
Great. And you just put out a free tool for everybody, right?
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about that tool?
Yeah, it's basically just I got annoyed with doing find and search in the Google product sheet, and so I just kind of wrote some Excel equations to try and make it a little bit easier. Put a couple keywords in, and you can figure out what Google product category is the best for your product.
And where do people go to find that?
BlueOxDigital.com.
Okay. Important question. What is something that's either working hard in your accounts or hardly working in your accounts?
All right. I'm going to go away from ecom for this, but right now we're finding LinkedIn lead ads are doing very well on LinkedIn for B2B.
But LinkedIn is expensive, I thought.
It is, but you get good quality leads, and it's less expensive than the sponsored content.
Okay, and then any thoughts on like 2024 coming up? Like anything you're looking for word to, or any thoughts you got?
I'm really hoping Microsoft puts some stuff together and does something that Google hasn't done 6 months prior.
All right, and if people want more Shaun, where do they go to find you?
At SLE2134 everywhere.
Okay, all right. Thanks so much, Shaun.
Thank you.
Here with the one and only Anthony Higman from Ad Squire Media. And this is the first time I actually met you in person. It's great to meet you.
Yes, sir.
And so you do mainly all local PPC, correct?
What do you mean by local?
Like kind of like regional PPC.
Yes, correct.
Okay. And then like the state of PPC and like regional based stuff, what are your thoughts right now? How are things working?
It's day by day, but we always get really good results for our clients. So, as you know, a lot's changing in the digital ad space right now. But yeah, we're still keeping up results across the board for all of our clients.
And how do you do that?
By being on the ball and seeing exactly what's changing. Like we look at the SERPs every day. I always tell the team like you can really get lost in Google Ads or any ad platform just looking through data. There's just so much data to pour through. So we spend like 25% of our time looking at the SERPs and like seeing where our clients' ads are showing up, what's new, what changed, what has Google done, and then we just react to those changes like in real time, and that's how we keep results for our clients.
And are you looking at the SERPs for like LSAs? Like what do you do when you're looking at those SERPs?
Yes. So LSAs are like a huge piece right now. We do advertising mostly for lawyers. So they show up for every legal practice area now, and they change a lot. And so, yeah, we're always seeing like, hey, what's making these trigger? It's changing again right now, actually. I think you've seen some of the posts, like they're taking away the ability for me to add a singular, like, workers' compensation lawyer, right? They're taking away my ability to add that in Google Ads, and then they're showing local services ads for that and not as many Google ads. So with like that kind of a change, it takes a lot of the traffic away from what was once PPC and brings it to LSA. So we have to like rebudget, basically, say, okay, we're going to spend more budget on LSA right now, make sure like we're really staying tight on our returns and like disputes, just so we can keep as much money flowing back into that platform as we can.
Okay, great. And then what is something that's either working really hard in your accounts right now or hardly working?
So our local SEO strategy is working really hard right now. So anybody that we do this local SEO strategy to really just dominates maps. And we do it, it's a creative strategy. We kind of use some paid ad formats to help beef up Google business profile stats. which has been working across the board like extremely well.
Okay, and then if somebody is looking for somebody that can spend local dollars efficiently, effectively, like you're saying, how do they get in touch with you?
Oh, you can go to adsquire.com, or you can call us at 267-777-8004, adsquire.com.
And if people want more Higman, where do they find you?
Marketing Clock, or Search Engine Roundtable, or on Twitter at Anthony Higman. I'm gonna keep saying Twitter, on Twitter.
All right, and at Anthony Higman on Twitter. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
We've got the one and only Drew Cannon from AdSquire. Drew, great to meet you in person. Thanks for taking.
It's great to be here. It's a very exciting event.
How's the show going for you?
Good. It's actually, we've learned some awesome things and definitely some things we can bring back for our clients' accounts.
Awesome. And is there anything in your account right now that's either, let's start with working hard. What's working hard for you right now?
Working hard. I would say, actually on the theme of the event, AI has definitely helped me a little bit. ChatGPT has changed the way I can deal with data. So a lot of times I'll copy and paste data and it's not in the right format. I need to make it whether comma separated value or add, street, first street address, middle, last, right. And you can just throw it on to ChatGPT, ask for what you want, pull it into an Excel sheet, do a couple of formulas. It really is just extremely helpful in what we do. And then also the ChatGPT Bing integration now to be able to scan sites, kind of look at some of your schema data and actually, use that in real time. How a computer's going to read it just makes it different than you ever could before.
Awesome. So, and you're mainly on, again, the local side, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And what is hardly working?
I swear my negatives don't work. I've negative Brooklyn and New York 300 times in some accounts, and Morgan & Morgan has been negative in every one of my legal accounts for a year, and I still get them to show up. So I don't understand that, but negatives for sure.
Okay. And then is there anything that is maybe a tactic that people aren't using, or you're seeing that people just don't try on, that maybe they should take more time?
They don't take enough photos. There's so many opportunities in a business to just take a nice photo real quick. It takes an extra minute or two, but every business should be taking photos and posting on business profile or Google Business Profile, social media if they have one. But that content, just getting random content like that, it's invaluable to a business.
Okay. And Drew is one of the smartest guys. If people want more Drew, how do they find you?
Adsquire.com.
And if you're on social media too, right?
Yeah, DC Digital Pro on Twitter, X, whatever it's called. Yeah. Really, follow him. He's the vocal voice.
Okay, thanks so much, Drew. And I'm here with Andrew Foxwell of Foxwell Digital and the Founders Club. Thanks for taking the time to talk today.
Absolutely, of course, no problem.
Okay. Can you explain a little bit about the Founders Club, what it is, and why everybody needs it?
Yeah, absolutely. So the Foxwell Founders is a group of 550 digital marketers from 27 countries around the world, spending $300 million a month just on Meta. So some of the best digital marketers. We started just as a Meta forward kind of spender group, and now we also have PPC. So we have a PPC group that people that do Google ads and people that do Microsoft advertising and LinkedIn. So it's become a lot more than just a group of people that do advertising. We have a lot of great people, a lot of great events in the group. We have 5 to 10 calls a week on everything from CRO to running your agency to everything else under the sun that many of you probably do.
Yes, and I feel like nobody really knows how to build a community, but you do. What's the secret sauce?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, building a community for me is, it's just the way that I'm building it the way that I've always wanted a community. So it's something of taking care of people and making sure that they're happy, making sure that they enjoy being there, that it's useful for them. We have people that spend $10,000 a month on Meta and that's it, and people that spend $100,000 a month and they get the same experience and they both say they love it. So for me, the mentality is, building what I would want, and then I also think a lot about, I tell people we're building the Bentley of community. So to me, it's highly personal. It's highly involved, and we really care for you. There's this great story about Bentley that if you get a flat tire in a Bentley, a person shows up in a minimum of 2 hours in a white Bentley mechanic suit to change your tire. And that's really what I think about with our community, which is if you're not doing well, you're down on leads, or you have a tracking issue, or you have something going on with PMAX, come to me, let's solve that problem together, and let's figure that out. So that kind of service is really what sets it apart, I think.
So within a 2-hour radius, there must be a white Bentley jumpsuit somewhere,
Yeah,
everywhere.
apparently they've been known to fly mechanics to where people are, like in the middle of the Nevada desert or whatever, just to take care of that customer.
Wow. And then
Yeah.
lastly here, what do you say to people that just hate all that clunky forum software? Like, oh, I know you got a community, but I just don't like being on these forum sites. It's too much.
Yeah, I mean, I think it can be whatever you want it to be. I think for some people it can be, an example of just getting the weekly recap, which is kind of the TLDR from the week, and you can read that in your email, and then you don't have to go to the community at all. You can just like click on it and look at what's in there, and then if you want to go in, you can, but you don't have to.
And I was throwing you a softball. It's really in Slack. It's so much nicer than any of those clunky forums like old software.
Oh yeah. I mean, so it's in Slack. It's easy to use if you already use Slack, which is I think part of the reason why it's had easy uptake.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, that definitely helps. I thought you were saying Slack was clunky.
No.
Some people also don't like Slack.
I'm just
And
trying to make the
some-
questions easy sometimes.
Yeah. No. I mean, so it's in Slack. It's easy to use. It's also on Podia platform, so that's where our content is housed. And honestly, we just rolled out a couple weeks ago the Foxwell bot, which within 30 seconds returns a contextual answer on everything we've ever had in the membership. Call notes, like any forum within Slack, anything in our SOP database. So now that just makes it even easier. So if you say, look, I hate any of the forums, you could just go into Slack and only use the Foxwell bot and ask it 50 questions a day, and it'll give you an answer, and you don't have to talk to anybody. So,
Awesome.
yeah.
Awesome. And then lastly, where do people go? How do people sign up?
Yes, you can just go to foxwelldigital.com/membership and learn about both of the membership options we offer there.
Okay, and then where can they find you? Social media? Where are you? How do they get a hold of you?
Just Andrew Foxwell on Twitter, and you can go to foxwelldigital.com, and you can email me at andrew@foxwelldigital.com as well. So there's all the places to find me.
All right, thank you so much for taking the time. Really appreciate it.